Good morning, traders, and welcome back. Today is June 24th, and it's a Friday, which means it's usually a good time to get the heck out of the markets as soon as possible once you're green. And I just realized I should probably shave soon. It's getting a little overdue. But let me go to the trading screen and show you guys what happened today. And one thing I want you guys to think about is, did I stop trading too soon? We're going to talk about it in this video. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the video below, but I really want to be talking about TBLT today. This ticker is crazy, so let's go ahead and focus on it. Whack, kablam. I'm up 2,000 on this ticker to $2,026. Nice, solid green day in the bag. I'm pretty happy. These are the numbers I was hitting a little bit more a couple months back when the market was a little bit hotter, like literally like December. So when I mean a couple months back, I mean it's been a while since we've had a lot of this action, and now the last few weeks it's been picking up. I've been more comfortable sizing up a little bit, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I do want to share here the statistics today very, very quickly as well. So today I didn't have any red trades, so I think that's why I did so well today. I just didn't give back a lot of profits. Usually, you know, my profit margin is like 40%, closer to like maybe 30%, so I do tend to give back a lot. Today I just had mostly winners. I had a few scratches where I just closed where I entered. And I also sized pretty nicely. So my average size was around $11.5 thousand. I did have a few trades. So right here, for example, this was almost a $20,000 trade. And then there's always those, scratches as well, where you kind of enter and you exit very quickly. So very consistent. I only traded one ticker. That's what I love when I'm really focused. And yeah, that's perfect. Then now I did all my trading pre-market. So my last trade was actually at let me see here. I think I need to refresh this really fast. And boom, 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 boom. Yeah, there we go. Or I didn't scroll down enough. That's what it was. So yeah, my last trade here was at 7:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, it's a Friday. Usually I want to stop trading a little bit earlier on Fridays because the volume tends to fade very quickly. And then I got really distracted with something else. I started working on my other projects, and then, it was hard for me to come back. So basically, when the market opened, I was watching, practicing my discipline, but I didn't trade. And that's something I really, again, I want you guys to comment below. What do you think? Should I have kept on trading? I feel like I have an answer to this. Another reason I was maybe a little hesitant to trade, besides Friday not really being my best day in general, is it was a choppy week for me. For example, I had a huge loss here, over $1,000, where I had to really crawl back out of the hole. Here I had a big red day, down like 1,200, so I hit my max loss here. Here it was just like constantly spinning the wheels, and eventually we ended the day up $600. It's been overall a pretty nice month, but I've been having a little bit of hiccups, so I wasn't like ready to gun it today at all by any means. But let's go ahead and talk about TBLT. I think this is such an amazing ticker based on price action, catalyst, statistics, everything about this ticker, and I think it's just phenomenal that we can review it today. So let's go ahead and look at the daily first, and you'll see a lot of action way back here, which I don't even think is really worth talking about. So let's scroll in further here. It might have even been a different company at the time. Then this is a reuse ticker, and then something happened here. I'm not really sure. Maybe it IPO'd up in this area. Again, I'm not really sure. Please let me know in the comments below if you do. So this ticker's been selling off ever since, and it's been a bit of a disaster. It really was a big, scary zone down here if you were an investor, because once a stock gets closer to $1 and gets delisted or goes below $1, it can get delisted from the NASDAQ. First, it gets a warning and everything like that. It takes a few months, but that's a point of concern. So this company needs to be doing something to make it more appealing, make it more valuable. Sometimes they just do an offering, which increases the stock price, and then it keeps diluting again, and then you get these really ugly sell-off patterns. Who knows? Maybe that's going to happen with this ticker. On the 4-hour, you can see a little bit better here how we really found that support. News came out around, what was that? A couple days ago, on the 22nd. And this company basically closed a $6 million public offering. So they raised capital, they increased their coffers, so to say. They might still be a losing company, but now they have more money to spend at the expense of basically equity. So if you're holding the company, you probably have a little bit less equity, but now your equity is worth more, so it evens out in the end. And it even became a highly day traded stock today, so that's also good. There is something to note here I'll be a little worried about. A lot of warrants at 1.9, so people are getting a good deal on TBLT, and they're probably dumping it right now into the stock market. So I probably wouldn't be the most bullish long-term investor myself, but again, I want to focus more on day trading today. Textile company, apparels, they do like construction goods, tough build, like, knee pads and whatnot. What do we got? Shares, 1 million shares outstanding, and then yesterday's, 3.6 million market cap. These statistics are beautiful. This is what I look for in a stock. A very, very low amount of shares outstanding. The float is probably below 1 million, which is just perfect. Gives that spikeability. Market cap below 5, below 10 million, anything like that is really, really phenomenal. And mind you, this is after pretty much what are we up? Over 100% today. So keep that in mind as well. Now let's go into the day trading screen, see a little bit more about what this ticker is up to right, we'll talk about it right now in a second, but how did I trade this ticker? Well, I would hide my trades, but honestly, they've been disappearing a lot. So I feel like the fact that they're open for once, let's just leave in here for a second. Basically, TBLT popped up, and I started trading this one pretty quick because we had a big VWAP breakout. I'll link the video from yesterday here for future reference, but I talked literally about this exact setup yesterday in yesterday's recap video. I made a whole video about VWAP breakouts with volume. That's exactly what happened here. I saw it, I jumped on it, and I started trading it. Yesterday, I missed a very similar setup with BHAT, and I'm still kind of regret it. It was perfect. Again, check out that video. It really covers this topic perfectly of VWAP breakouts. Crawls up here, and I start trading it quite aggressively, 3,000 shares, nothing crazy, but like a decent average. And get stuck in this chop a little bit. It was kind of annoying, but I was able to manage my risk pretty well. And then we had a nice little breakout here, and I was like, hold up, I'm not letting this ticker run away. I'm trading it high. I trade in this consolidation. I really size up here well, and we had a nice little pop somewhere in this area. I actually did not get this pop. I closed my whole position right here, which is totally fine. It's part of my strategy. My goal is not to get any big home run trades. I know it sounds crazy, but it's a losing strategy for me. I always hold and hope, and then it doesn't work 6 times, and the one time I do close it, it actually ends up breaking. So I'd rather take my base hits, boom, 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 6 base hits, and make just as much money as if I just had a home run trade. Mind you, if it does have a continuation, I closed here and I'm rebuying, right? Now we have a confirmation, I'm rebuying, I'm jumping right back in. It's free to trade on TOS, so I'd rather be a little bit more agile. So yeah, look at these trades. No trades over, this one's over 3%. That's my max one, and on average, I'm making 1.2%. I actually, most of the time, I have a negative risk-reward rate, but my average winning rate is usually around 70%. I think my 2-year average is like 66%. So for me, it's more about like getting a lot of little winners seems to be my strategy, which is working pretty well for me over the last few years, 2 years specifically when I switched over to this front side day trading strategy. So I trade this one, I get back into it, I trade it again, 1 minute pullback, 5 minute breakout. I'm trading this one continuously. Eventually we have a kind of a big red volume candle here. I buy the sell off on it, that last test on the 9 EMA, sell in the pop, and I'm done trading it because of the big red volume that came in. That is why I stopped trading this ticker. Big red volume came in, big resistance above, I'm done trading it unless it proves to maybe break higher again. Otherwise, I'm done. And you know what? Thank God, because look at this, chop, 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 and allowed me to get some work done on some other projects I have going on right now. And then at this point, I was a little bit less focused, but I didn't close TOS because I wanted to practice my discipline. That's exactly what I was able to do here. Now, the market opened, and I have a little bit of FOMO watching this, that's for sure. So we have I was watching this and I almost placed an order right in this area. We had a quick little fake out here, pulled back, 5 minute breakout, but look at this. When we held here and we broke higher here, I should have jumped. This might be one of the best setups of the day, right here in this area. Not to mention, look at the volume. It's about 2 million, almost every single 1 minute candle. That's what I love to see. Here was very light volume. This was kind of tricky trading because the volume was so light. 200,000 shares. So the volume is literally 10x of what it was pre-market. 10x of what it was pre-market, guys. That's huge. So if I wanted to take today, I don't think I've ever said this before. Usually, I always say if I want to make more money, I just need to trade bigger size. But it's gotten to the point where 200,000 shares is not really that much. If I'm taking my biggest size was 6,000 shares. So I don't want to start influencing the order book. So if I don't want to influence the order book, increasing my position size here is really no longer an option. I would actually have to increase my position size over here where, 2 million shares being traded per 1 minute, then it's no problem. But I can't do like 10, 20,000 shares in this. Well, I could, but it's going to be a little bit more dangerous. I'm going to have slippage and I can get stuck in a bad situation. So really, if I want to do $100,000 per trade, I'm probably gonna, if I want to 10x my own position, right now my average position is $11,000. So if I want to 10x that and do 100,000, I would have to trade that over here and not over here. I can't trade $100,000 per trade in this area, especially with my scalpy trades. No way that would work. So that's why, looking back, I should have kept on trading for sure. I don't but at the same time, I don't really regret it. It's been, kind of a choppy market, a choppy week for me personally. It's been getting hotter, so that's really good. But I haven't had like a $2,000 day in a while. So I was like, let me just put this one in the bag and, so be it. It probably could have been like a much bigger day today if I kept trading, but who knows? Maybe I would have had some red trades in this area. I would have had some FOMO or something. You just never really know what's going to happen. But this was a phenomenal front side here, just absolutely beautiful. 30%, good 5-minute breakouts, consistent 1-minute breakouts as well, holding the 9 EMA perfectly. I mean, this is literally what, we dream about, and it happened. So I maybe should have jumped on it. Right now, the red volume's taking over again, a little bit sketchy here, so I'm not super stoked about that. Just be careful if you're holding on to this one. Right now, it's flagging out a little bit. You really want to see this $3 zone hold. I would be a little bit nervous if we broke $3, and I would be extra nervous if we broke the 180 SMA trend. But yeah, especially a news like that with a lot of warrants, I would be careful about. And then on top of that, look how many bag holders are on this ticker. Anyone that bought over 350, which seems to be a lot of people, big volume in this area. I don't know what's going on with this chart. I would just be careful, guys. There's bag holders that are looking up today. They're like, wow, my position is up 100% for the first time in months. Maybe I should just close it. It's usually not a bad idea. I did that with Coinbase. It was up 80% and I just freaking closed most of my size, and now it's back down like 50% from where I closed. Sometimes it's just good to close a position, and a lot of people are probably doing that today. So just be careful holding on to that one. TBLT for sure. That's all I got to say. So I'm going to end the month here, or end the week here on a nice little green note. Thank God. And then we got a few more days to wrap up. Let's see here, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So there we go. 3 more days of June. Whew, I know I'm definitely ready for it. And if you guys are totally new here, definitely consider subscribing. We are on our way to reaching our next big milestone. Where is that? At $150,000. And I want to hit that 250, then a $500,000, and then to $1 million in profits, day trading this exact strategy. So definitely consider giving us a subscribe. And don't forget to drop a like on the way out. I'll see you guys then first thing Monday morning. Like always, guys, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.